Hi everyone, welcome to In the Beyond. Today I'm back with another timeless pick a card reading, and I'm going to be channeling a message from your spirit guides today. So what do your spirit guides need you to know? We have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile number 1 with the feathered serpent and the citrine point. We have pile number 2 with Fish Woman and this rose quartz tower. And we have pile number 3 with Calling the Spirits and this jaguar jasper. So take all the time you need to see which crystal and which card is really calling to you. That is going to be the pile that has a message for you today from your spirit guides. So pause the video if you need to take more time to meditate, to take some deep breaths, and really connect to your intuition and see where you're being called. I will see you guys at your timestamp below in the description box. And yeah, let's get into this reading. Let's see what's in the cards, and let's go in the beyond. Hey group 1, if you guys were drawn to the feathered serpent card as well as this citrine point, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what your spirit guides want you guys to know today. So right away, with the feathered serpent card, I was hearing a message about journeying and exploration. I'm just really drawn to all of the birds in this card, and we also have some indications of dragonflies over here. I think your spirit guides want you to allow yourself to feel free and maybe take some kind of journey or explore things that you haven't before. So let's get into your tarot cards. I also pulled a few tarot cards, and you guys got the Flower of Cups, the Six of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Wow, I'm honestly blown away by the Flower of Cups, Six of Wands, and Four of Wands. Again, you guys have 2 birds coming out to talk to you guys. And we have a winged being again with the butterfly. So there's this strong message from your spirit guides about connecting to the energy of birds, connecting to your feeling of freedom, your feeling of moving freely throughout the different worlds, earth, sky, navigating these different realms, moving freely between them, and allowing yourself to be transformed by the energy and the element of air and flight, allowing yourself to take new journeys, to explore new things, to go on these adventures and just allow yourself to be like this Four of Wands energy where I feel like you're going on a transformational journey, and you're going to at the end feel free and expansive and expressive. I also pulled a few more oracle cards, and you guys got crystals with amplification, and you also got the cave energy with retreat. So this is interesting. We have these 2 representations of caves with crystals and the cave energy. This is also giving me the energy of exploring your own deep inner wilderness and your inner self. There's this clear message coming through from your spirit guides about a journey that you are about to embark on, where you are going to discover more about yourself, about your inner self, your subconscious, your unconscious, your shadow self. You're going on a journey to explore the underworld energy, the middle world energy, and upper world energy. And I feel like this relates to you, where you're going to be starting to explore your subconscious, your unconscious, and your shadow. You're going to take what you've learned and what you've discovered there, what has been hiding in your shadow, what has been hiding in your subconscious and your unconscious, and you're going to take all of that knowledge and wisdom that you learn by deeply exploring your inner space. You're going to be taking that up into your present moment in life, connecting to yourself in the here and now, becoming more mindful, becoming more connected to the deeper parts of yourself, to things in your past that maybe have been buried. And you're going to bring all of that energy through and up into like your higher chakras and into the energy that represents the upper world with all of these birds. That is what I'm picking up. You are going to be transformed by this inner journey that you're about to embark on. You are going to discover things about yourself that you haven't known, and this is going to allow you to feel freedom, and it's going to allow you to expand into a version of yourself that is in alignment with your path, your purpose, and you are going to be expressing this out into the world, and expressing it out to other people. And the energy of the birds are really going to support you on this journey, and on especially the last part of the journey with expressing with the completion of the journey, expressing the things that were hidden out into the world and bringing light to those things. This was a really kind of unexpected message that came through, and I'm just in such awe. Yeah, your spirit guides are really asking you to dive deep and to really go on this inner deep journey. With this cave card, I'm just really drawn to these meanderings and this almost this labyrinth pattern in the cave energy. I think you guys are really going to be exploring your own inner labyrinth. If you guys remember the myth of the labyrinth from, I think, ancient Greece, a hero slays the minotaur in the labyrinth. It's just a metaphor for finding your inner, almost demons, I want to say, in your inner labyrinth, in your unconscious. So you guys are going on a deep journey into your unconscious and subconscious, connecting with your shadow self. Maybe you will be connecting to beliefs and patterns that have been limiting, that have been hiding in your subconscious and even unconscious potentially. And your spirit guides want to come through to support you on this journey. You have a lot of support from your spirit guides as well as your animal guides, because we have all of these birds here that want to really support you on this journey, and they want to support you to take flight into the next dimension and into the next level of your life after you go on this underworld inner journey. There's so much to be brought towards the light. There's so much information and knowledge that you are going to be unearthing, and you will really be expanding your idea of yourself. You're going to be expanding your energy out into the world through this transformational journey and this inner journey that you will be taking. There's just so much support from the universe and from your guides coming through in this reading. this is really, like I said, unique energy. And I'm just gonna pull a few more cards to get, some more information for you guys. Group number 1. What do the spirit guides of group 1 need them to know right now? So we have the 9 of Wands coming out. We also have 4 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and 9 of Swords. Okay, I'm just right away being drawn to all of the 9s coming out. 9s really represent journeying, self-discovery, and collecting wisdom. 9s are associated with the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, which is all about going on journeys. You know, Sagittarius is represented by the centaur spirit with his bow and arch. And the centaur is really representing journeying, adventures, travel, discovery, wisdom, collecting inner wisdom. So yeah, this is just coming out to support you guys and letting you guys know you are embarking on a journey, an adventure that is going to be transforming your world. And I really feel like it's an inner journey, a metaphorical journey inside of yourself, like discovering those things that are hidden in the deepest parts of yourself. What treasures are buried in your subconscious? What crystal like gems are hidden in your deepest cave, if that makes sense, in like your unconscious. Yeah, I think what you're going to find there has a lot to do with limiting beliefs and maybe how you've been holding yourself back, or how some unconscious patterns, programming has been holding you back. Maybe you will find things that frighten you in your unconscious with 9 of Swords. Maybe there will be memories or thoughts or beliefs that are frightening, and your spirit guides really want you to know, like, you have the courage to fight or face these fears. You have the courage to embark deeply into your unconscious and come up against the things that are holding you back and to really overpower them. And to step into this 9 of Cups energy where you are feeling whole and complete. You are feeling emotionally stable. You are feeling like you are supported and you have everything that you need. With 9 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles, with these cards, I feel like these are kind of representing some of the potential limiting beliefs or past hurts that potentially are buried in your subconscious. But there's a lot of healing when you do come up against these things that are in your subconscious and unconscious. So with 5 of Pentacles, I do feel like perhaps in the past you have felt left out in the cold. You have maybe felt abandoned, broken. There's been emotional pain of some kind that maybe you've buried deep down and you haven't really faced it and acknowledged it. With 9 of Wands, this is letting me know that this is a situation that has potentially occurred in your past where you have felt potentially defeated, or you have been injured in some way, whether spiritually, psychologically, physically, or emotionally. There are wounds in your past. But when you do acknowledge them, sit with them, confront them, uncover them, there is this great amount of healing and wisdom that you will find. The lotus flower, it represents, inner peace. It represents enlightenment, awakening, healing. And I think that is what you will be finding when you go on this journey deep into the deepest, darkest places of yourself, into your shadow, into your unconscious. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up for you guys with these cards. I do just want to kind of move the panda cards because these cards I think are just so powerful and just bring so much support. I just wanted to show the birds again and the butterfly. Like, this will be representing you guys, like this figure on the bird. You guys will really be connecting to the ego spirit. You will be connecting to seeing your life from a bird's eye view. And you will be connecting to the wisdom that the ego holds. And you will be connecting to an understanding and a deep knowing and a compassion for your life and your life path and your own journey. You're going to be connecting to, you will be understanding and seeing why certain negative things had to happen or why certain wounds had to occur. And you're going to understand the blessing in disguise, and you're going to understand the transformation that you will be embarking on, and you will understand from every loss is new life. From every loss is new energy, and you're going to be transformed by this journey. You're going to find yourself, and you're going to find, answers and wisdom and knowing and insights into yourself, into your soul journey, into your past lives even. You could be uncovering past life information that's very deep in your unconscious. Maybe you've always had a fear of something and you never quite understood why. This journey that you will be embarking on, you could potentially uncover why you've always had a fear of something in this lifetime. It could go back to past lives where you were perhaps, something very traumatic happened in that past life, and you're still carrying and holding on to that past life trauma, and you're still like having those fears come up in your day-to-day life. And once you kind of uncover these things, past lives or just in this current incarnation, why you have fears and trauma, you will be transformed by this journey. You're going to come out the other side. You're going to come out reborn, healed, whole. There's so much rebirth energy in this reading that is really going to be supporting you on this journey, supporting you in your transformation. There's just this big, beautiful burst and gust of change and rebirth that your spirit guides really want you guys to know is happening. Let's just pull a few last oracle cards for a last message for group 1. Spirit guides, what message do you have for group 1, spirit guides? Messages for group 1 from the spirit guides of group 1. Okay, wow, Kundalini rising. Channel your creative passion and sensuality. Welcome the transformation. Exactly. You guys are really going on this Kundalini awakening where you connect to your unconscious, you connect to that root chakra, you connect to the things buried in the root chakra and to the unconscious, and you are going on this journey, metaphorically or literally, through each chakra, up your spine, to a great awakening, a Kundalini awakening. And you are definitely shedding old skin. You are shedding some kind of limiting belief or shedding some kind of fear that has been holding you back, and you're going to be transformed, and you're going to have a crown chakra awakening where you are going to experience enlightenment. You will be experiencing a knowing, a deep knowing, understanding, and compassion for yourself and your life journey and your life path and your soul journey even. We also have Rabbit with Sensitive Soul. Strengthen your boundaries and cut cords. So yeah, during this work that you will be doing, this inner work, it's really important to strengthen your boundaries and cut cords with things that no longer serve you. Cut cords with the limiting beliefs or the limiting patterns that have been holding you back. Cut cords with the things that have been holding you back in your unconscious. Cut cords with, you know, like we were talking about, if there's a past life trauma, you're going to be cutting those cords and you're going to be set free. And it's really important right now to have strong boundaries with people and just whatever you need to hold strong boundaries for yourself while you do this important work. You might need to not see certain people. You might, you know, need a lot of time for yourself right now. You might need to have strong boundaries around your habits and daily activities and like what you allow yourself to be around, or like the kind of media that you might consume, or just anything like that that you feel like is not serving your highest and greatest good, and you feel like it's not serving you on this deep journey that you are embarking on. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. This is what I'm really seeing for you guys, group number 1. Please leave me a comment if this video resonated with you. I'd love to hear about it. Let me know if there's some kind of journey that you are embarking on with your unconscious or anything like that. Yeah, please like and subscribe if you did like this reading, and I really hope to see you in one of my next readings. Hey group 2, if you guys were drawn to the Rose Quartz Tower as well as the Fish Woman card, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what message your spirit guides have for you today. So you guys got the Fish Woman card, and actually another card came out when I was pulling these cards for you. We also got Poppy Pod Woman. So right away, I'm just being really drawn to the flowers in both of these cards. The flowering energy and the energy of, I want to say like Mother Earth energy, and even like some goddess energy is coming through with these 2 cards. Just that the energies and cycles of life that the goddess and Mother Earth and creation, the energies that they hold. I also have some tarot cards that I pulled for you guys as well. You guys got the Moon. Ooh. The Moon, Root of Cups. Wow. 4 of Cups. And the Emperor. Okay. Very interesting energy. Really being drawn to the water in Root of Cups and the Moon. This energy that is coming through, I feel like it's like very Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, that goddess, that feminine energy is coming through with a message for you guys. About the cycles of life, about letting things go when they are ready to be let go of, and about kind of allowing new things to be birthed into the world when they're ready. So this message that's coming through, I think you're really being asked to connect to your inner feminine energy. Whether you are male, female, non-binary, it doesn't matter. We all kind of hold inner divine feminine and inner divine masculine. And I think you're being asked to connect to your inner feminine energy as well as your inner masculine energy with the Emperor and the Moon. I think there's creativity and new projects that want to come alive into your world, because we do have the Root of Cups. We have these 2 salmon, and I'm not sure if you can make it out, but we do have these eggs at the bottom of the water. So there is this like rebirth energy, this fertile energy, this energy of like creation that wants to come into your life right now. I think something wants to be nurtured and watered in your life. There's almost like a vibe of, I think there's some kind of project, a creative project, a business project, some kind of like manifestation that you're trying to create. I think your spirit guides are highlighting this message to remind you of the cycles of life and creativity, and the fact that you need both the divine masculine and both the divine feminine energy to really bring creation into life. Yeah, there's just all this energy that I'm feeling around creation, and I think there might be something that you are missing. There's something that maybe it has been distracting you, but there's just something in your perspective that you haven't been seeing around maybe your abundance or your creativity or your fertility, because your spirit guides are really coming in to talk about a shift in your perspective, a shift in your being, so you can start to see your radiance, your abundance, and your ability to create. Because there's this really strong highlighted message around you creating something in your life right now. But yeah, let's pull a few more oracle cards to get some more messages for you guys. Oh my goodness. We have the Birds card with freedom. We have the Fire card with passion. And we also have the Air card with creativity. And I didn't look at those cards until just right now, and I'm just blown away that we have the creativity card. Your spirit guides want to speak to you about your, like I was saying, creativity, fertility. They want you to feel free, and they want you to connect to your inner passions and what really lights you up. What sparks your interest? What sparks your joy? Where do you feel inspired and curious by life? If you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling like a creative project hasn't been taking off or it hasn't been going where you want it to go, I think your spirit guides want you to kind of switch your perspective, see something in a new light, in a different way. Bring more fire and passion back into your creativity. Bring more of this, strong fire energy. What really lights you guys up? What makes you feel alive and passionate? That is what is going to expand your creativity and expand your ability to manifest your creative projects into the world. And also, what does your heart, like, what is your heart telling you about your creativity and your projects? Like, maybe you haven't been listening to your heart as deeply as you could. Maybe there is a message around a creative project where your heart has been nudging you in a different direction, but maybe your mind has been overpowering the messages of your heart and you haven't been hearing what your heart has really been telling you. This is kind of a message from your spirit guides to balance that inner feminine and inner masculine. So balance the intellect with the intuition and the heart-based knowing. Keep them both in check. Like, don't let one overpower the other, because we need them to be balanced to bring in our creations and our goals and the manifestations that we want. They need to be heart-based, and you also need to, come bring the logical intellect into the project as well, but don't let the intellect overpower the heart. Really follow your heart and intuition. Really follow what you need to. There is also this message here about letting something go if it no longer serves you. If you have started a creative project and now it's not in alignment with your heart space, or maybe you've started a creative project and it's not lighting you up anymore. For whatever reason, it's just not giving you that burst of passion anymore. Your spirit guides are letting you know, like, that's okay. Things don't always have to be manifested fully. Perhaps they were just a stepping stone into your next creative project, into the thing that your heart is really behind, into the thing that really lights you up with the most passion. That is where you're really being called and led. So if there is some kind of creative project or business idea that you've started, but you're no longer really feeling it 100% fully, your spirit guides just want to let you know, like, that is okay. Have compassion for yourself. Hold the space that you need to let that go if it is in your highest alignment to let that project go, so you can have space and you can have the energy and the space for a new creative project, for something new to be birthed, for something that is really in alignment with your passions and this expansive free energy. Because things shouldn't have to feel frustrating, and things shouldn't have to feel like, like you're pushing, you're forcing. Our projects, our manifestations, they should feel, you should feel them with a sense of ease and with a sense of alignment, and just allowing them to be, I'm feeling like they should just, the word I feel is ease. Your creations and your manifestations shouldn't feel forced. So yeah, if there is something that is ready to be let go of, this is a confirmation from your spirit guides, like, that is okay. It's ready. You are ready to move to the next project and allow yourself to be free. Don't hold yourself to something where you feel chained or you feel tied down. Let yourself feel free in your life, in your work, in your projects. And really always take it back to your heart space. Where do you feel like your heart is ignited, and where are your passions and your bliss coming from? That is going to be where you should follow. So yeah, let's pull a few more oracle cards for my group number 2, group 2. Any last messages for group 2? Any last messages that group 2 needs to hear? So we have the leaf cutter ant, Army of Life, ask for help, seek support, you are not alone. So right away with this message, I am feeling like, ask your guides for help if you feel like you need help. Ask the universe, ask nature, goddess spirits, ask Mother Earth, like whatever energy you feel connected with, ask those beings and those spirits for extra help and support at this time, because I feel like you guys have been on a journey really centered like around creativity and fertility and goddess energy, bringing in new life into the world. So I think those kinds of energies could really bring a lot of support to you, and if you feel called to work with them, definitely seek their support. Ask for help from the unseen world, and definitely ask for help from spirit guides if you feel like you would need it, because they are here supporting you. We also have graceful transformation, soften your heart and find your flow. With the swan energy, I always feel like this is really connected to goddess energy as well. The bird, the water bird, is a very ancient connection to goddess energy and fertility. The symbol of the egg, the symbol of an animal who is both connected to water and sky, is a very sacred symbol. And this is letting me know that those ancient goddess energies and those ancient earth fertility energies are working with you right now to connect you to your creativity and to allow for your creative projects to really manifest. You have a lot of support from the unseen world. You have a lot of support from your spirit guides and from all of these fertility, goddess, earth energies like we've been talking about. Also with swan, I'm always drawn to the swan as being connected to artists, to artistic energy. So I think, like we were talking about with your creativity, I think you guys are artists no matter what medium, no matter what way you express yourself through your art. So you guys are definitely artists. You see the world from an artistic lens, and you have a knack for beautiful aesthetics. And your gifts, they really want to be shared with the world. So whether you are a musician or you do paint or you do draw, you guys have a strong artistic talent that wants to be expressed out into the world. You could be an interior designer, and I'm also picking up energies around like being a chef, using like the medium of food to create art, using the medium of sound to create beautiful art. You know what, like we were talking about, whatever the medium you're drawn to, whether it's color, it's words, it's sound, it's you know, food, or just nature. Maybe perhaps you are an artist in the way of designing beautiful gardens, or you're designing outdoor spaces in a beautiful way. Whatever it is, you guys have an artistic eye, and you are definitely artists in your own way. And your spirit guides really want to confirm that for you, and they want to give you the confidence you need to express yourself and express your creativity out into the world, because your creativity could really help other people. And I just feel like you guys really need to shine and let your inner light shine to the whole world and allow your spirit to feel free. And I think you find your flow space when you connect to your creativity, when you're creating your art or your music, or you're using your singing voice, or you are connecting with words through poetry, you know, whatever it is for you. When you connect to your creativity, you connect to your flow, and you connect to your heart space as well. Yeah, so this reading is just really strongly around your creativity, what's in your heart, and what lights you guys up. How can you share that with the world? And we also have Bat Spirit with Listen Up. You're working through deep soul patterns. Release any outdated beliefs that surface. Okay. So in your unconscious mind, in your subconscious, you might have some limiting beliefs about what you can create and who you can be. Try to find and discover any limiting beliefs around yourself or your creativity that might be holding you back. Really find them so you can release them. Once you are aware of them, it is easy to release them. Once you bring illumination to limiting beliefs, they will easily be released. And that's what your spirit guides really want you to know, is that you have so much talent and creative energy. You are such an artist, and I think there is something holding you back, like we were talking about. It could be anything. It could be, you know, your intellect overpowering your heart, or it could be these limiting beliefs keeping you from expressing your truth and your creativity, and keeping you small and stuck when that's not what your guides want for you. They want you to feel freedom and expansion, and to really put yourself out there and express these gifts to the world. So that's really what I'm seeing for you guys, group number 2. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I always love to do these readings, and I would love to know if this resonated with you. So leave me a comment down below if you did like this reading. Please like and subscribe as well if you liked the reading. Hit the bell if you want to be notified the next time I upload. And thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I really hope to see you in one of my next readings. Hey group 3, if you guys were drawn to the Jaguar Jasper, as well as the Calling of the Spirits card, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what message your spirit guides have for you guys today. So right away, you guys being drawn to this card, I'm getting this feeling around you guys calling something home, calling something back to yourself, speaking to the spirits, speaking to the universe. There's this exchange of energy for you guys, giving and receiving from the unseen world. And I'm not sure if you can make it out, but there is this little indication of a home right here, the doorway. So perhaps this is speaking about a doorway you are going to be stepping through, a portal you will be stepping through, or some kind of calling your spirit back to yourself, or like finding your home again. That's kind of what I'm picking up from this card. So let's see how this will relate to the entire reading and what your spirit guides want you to know. I also pulled a few tarot cards as well, and you guys got the Seed of Cups, the Fool, the Seed of Wands, and 9 of Wands. Okay, so with this energy, I am picking up this, like, an interesting message here. There's a message around calling a part of yourself home. We have the Fool energy, and we have the salmon, right, swimming upstream. I feel like we have the salmon swimming home back to his birthplace, how salmon swim upriver so they can find the place where they were born, and so they can hatch new life, and that is their completion of their life journey. So like with the Fool card coming out with these representations of the salmon, I feel like there's this energy around you finding yourself. Like you're embarking on a new journey, but the new journey is about you connecting to deeper parts of yourself and connecting back to maybe lost parts of yourself, connecting back to maybe parts of yourself that have been wounded with 9 of Wands. But yeah, you guys are really embarking on this new journey, and the new journey is all about connecting to deeper parts of yourself, calling parts of yourself home, speaking to the unseen world, talking to your spirit guides, receiving their messages about your next steps and about your journey that you're taking. With Seed of Cups, I'm almost picking up like inner child energy with this playful sea otter. Sea otters, if you've ever seen them like on videos or just in the wild, they're just like so playful and joyful and really nurturing, and they're just like these beautiful balls of this joyful energy, playful energy. And so with this card, I'm being drawn to talk about your inner child. I think perhaps there's a wound, like maybe around your inner child or around your like adolescent years. Maybe you felt like you've lost a part of yourself, you've lost a part of your inner child, and I think now your spirit guides want you to know now's the time for you to call back those lost parts of yourself. Reconnect with your inner child and your young adolescent spirit. Like reconnect to the things that you love to do, reconnect back to your sacred instincts and like the things that make you you. Like the things that you love. What makes you unique? Like I'm just really drawn to this Jaguar Jasper. We all have our unique imprints when we come to this life, just like a jaguar and all wild cats, they have unique patterning. Like no two leopards, no two jaguars have the same spots. I think there's this message around your uniqueness and the things that you like to do as a child and maybe a teenager. Those parts of yourself want to reconnect with you. They want to give you that joy and spark of life back. Yeah, they want to come home. They want to find themselves. They want to be like nurtured and healed if there was any past trauma. They want to reconnect. So yeah, let's pull some more oracle cards to get more information for you guys. You guys got the flutes with expression. This is beautiful. I really feel like this card is talking about like what we were just saying with the Jaguar Jasper, like expressing your unique energy, your unique patterns, like your uniqueness, what makes you you. Really express your true nature and express your individuality and uniqueness, because I think that's going to reconnect you to your passions and maybe things that you have not done in a while that like make you you, like so hobbies or creative talents or abilities, anything where you feel joyful, blissful, and where you feel like you find your flow. Really connect back to that energy. And for some of you guys here, that could be connecting back to a hobby or a passion you guys had when you guys were children, or like I was saying, teenagers as well. We also have an earth with a nurture. Okay, so yeah, I think your spirit guides really want you to nurture yourself right now and nurture your inner child, especially. With Seed of Cups, there is this vibe around inner child healing, and Nine of Wands, I feel like there might be a part of yourself that needs that extra love, compassion, and nurturing right now. So yeah, let's see. You guys also got, oh my goodness, you got Soul Retrieval with Reclamation. Okay. This card is giving me the exact same energy that Calling the Spirits was giving me. You guys need to open up a dialogue with the spirit world and with your spirit guides or whatever energies you work with. Your spirit guides are really coming strongly through in this reading to remind you of your power and to remind you of your voice and to remind you that you can directly communicate with the unseen world and the spirit and the spirits. With Soul Retrieval, again, this is just like giving me such similar vibes. This is such a confirmation from your spirit guides that there are energies that want to be called home to you. Energies, soul retrieval. In shamanism, soul retrieval is all about calling back lost parts of ourselves. So when we humans, when we experience trauma, stressful things, natural disasters, loss, grief, it's totally normal to separate from parts of ourselves, to leave certain things behind when we experience trauma. It's just a natural part of the human experience. And so in traditional shamanic cultures, there were these rituals around retrieving those lost parts of ourselves and bringing them back. So your spirit guides are coming through today to talk about soul retrieval. And they want to talk to you about modern ways of soul retrieval. So in today's, day and age, in our modern life, we probably won't visit our local shaman, our local healer or medicine person. If we're lucky enough to know a person like that, that's amazing. Definitely consult with them. But a lot of us in the modern world, we don't really have access to like traditional healers as much as our ancient ancestors would. But there are still ways to do soul retrieval today that you can do for yourself. You don't have to have somebody guiding you and leading you on that journey. It's a journey that you can embark on with yourself. And I feel like people kind of know how to do this intuitively, and they might not even know what it's called. They might not, think of it as soul retrieval, but just connecting with our past selves, just by connecting and acknowledging our inner child, we can almost time travel and reach back in time to a part of ourselves. Like we can reach back through time and space, connect to a different part of ourselves, like our inner child, give them love, energy, nurturing, and healing. And just by doing that, like, you will deeply connect to your inner child, and you will bring a piece of them back to your current time and space. So for an example, I'm just going to use like an example about myself. So what I'm thinking and how this might relate to you guys is like just connecting back to your passions from other times in your life. That is going to spark your subconscious mind to connect with that version of yourself. And when you connect with that version of yourself, you're going to bring back pieces of that person. You're going to bring back, their dreams and their wishes and their passions and desires. So for example, when I was like a teenager, I really liked certain music. I had my favorite bands. I love to see live music and concert, and I gravitated towards certain music and certain bands. Where I am in my life right now, I don't listen to that music anymore. I don't really connect with that music on a daily basis. But if I want to go connect with my teenage self, I might listen to that music that I liked as a teenager. And just by doing that, I'm signaling to my brain and my subconscious, like, I'm flooding myself with memories of that time in my life. Positive ones, maybe negative ones, but just reconnecting with that time and space, I'm able to bring things back to here in the present that maybe I have forgotten. So maybe there was a certain mindset that I had in my teenage years that would be really beneficial to connect with right here and right now. I remember when I was a teenager, I was very passionate about certain things, and I was very headstrong, and I felt like I had a lot of positive beliefs about myself and what I could do in the world. And maybe that would help me today. Maybe reigniting that would help me in my here and now and today. And just another example, just to get you guys thinking, like reconnecting with our inner child, reconnecting with our favorite movies from childhood, our favorite characters from childhood. So like for me, I loved Winnie the Pooh. I loved, watching those movies, like watching Winnie the Pooh and stuff. I loved children's books, obviously, as a child. I loved, certain things like that. So if I felt like connecting to my inner child today, I might, maybe put on a Winnie the Pooh movie that I haven't seen since I was like 5, or like reading a book like Corduroy, or reading a book. Yeah, I'm just trying to think like other random stuff that I liked when I was like 5. I might get out my crayons or markers and just start drawing. Like stuff like that. Like that is like a soul retrieval ritual that you guys could just like easily bring into your life. Think about when you were 5, what were the things that your inner child loved? Like what would light you up? Like, was it like having a tea party, playing dress up? Like, what things did you guys love as a child? And maybe kind of like in a different way, but like you can bring that back into your life. So you could put your favorite movie on from childhood that you haven't seen since you were a little kid. You could maybe get your favorite tea out or your favorite snack as a child, like, I don't know, animal crackers or like Teddy Grahams or like goldfish, like those simple things like sights and smells, hearing your favorite music from childhood. Those things are gonna get your brain to just think about that time and think about what you were doing and where you were. Those smells or tastes from childhood, they're going to flood you with memories. And it's almost like a way of time traveling. Like you're moving beyond time and you're moving beyond space and you're reconnecting to your past. You're reconnecting to your inner child. You're reconnecting to that teenage version of yourself. Whatever it is, these are modern ways of soul retrieval, and these are modern ways of bringing lost, forgotten parts of ourselves back into the here and now. So I kind of just went on a big tangent about soul retrieval. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated with you guys. I think your spirit guides wanted you to hear that because I think there's a lost part of yourself that wants to come back into the here and now for you. You will be uncovering wisdom and bringing wisdom back. You will be connecting and healing parts of yourself that maybe have experienced stress or trauma. You will be bringing healing to your psyche and to your spirit. And I think your whole, the multifaceted version of you, your multidimensional self, will experience a healing, a rebirth, and a connection to wholeness is what I'm hearing. So yeah, that was an interesting reading. I really kind of was surprised by this beautiful message that came through. Let's pull a few more oracle cards to get any last message or last advice that wants to come through for group 3. There's just a lot here for you guys. I think there is a lot about your expressing your uniqueness, expressing who you are. And I think there's a lot that your spirit guides want you to know, like you are capable of healing. I'm just feeling like this big healing. Perhaps there was a trauma that you have always felt like you haven't. Perhaps there was a traumatic event and you have felt like ever since that moment you haven't been the same version of yourself. I can speak from experience, like there has been a deep loss that has affected me, and I always kind of feel like it's a marker in time. Like I was a certain way before and now I'm a certain way after. And maybe you relate to that, and maybe that is why this message of soul retrieval has come through, to bring back different parts of yourself, and so you can experience like a version of yourself that is more whole and resilient and more complete. And I was just drawn to the back of the deck. We have Antelope with new pathways. Consider whether you are happy on your current path. So yeah, I feel like maybe you haven't been feeling like you are expressing your full true nature, and I think this message came through today to kind of invite happiness back and invite healing and wholeness back. But for the other animal spirits that came through, we have llama with soul growth. Growth is never easy. Have faith and trust the journey. Definitely. This is in alignment with the soul retrieval card, the soul growth card. Growth is painful. Growing pains are hard. I think you have been experiencing a big soul growth journey. And that is why your spirit guides have brought through this message. So just keep that in mind. You guys are really expanding yourself and expanding through your soul journey. Be compassionate with yourself. Hold that space for yourself. Really nurture yourself. And yeah, just show yourself compassion. We also have the bear with you are the light. It is safe to step fully into your light. So yeah, I think maybe in the past, if you have experienced trauma and stress, you maybe have kept yourself small and kept yourself hidden to feel safe. And your spirit guides want you to know you've survived that. You don't need to be fearful anymore. You are safe. You are in a time where you are safe and you can finally be seen and share your light with other people. Because I think your journey and the things you've been through and the things that you are healing could really help a lot of people, like your unique story. We also have the deer spirit with trust. Approach this situation with a light heart. Yeah, again, I think this is talking about like the deep soul growth that you are doing. You might be healing ancestral trauma. You might be healing intergenerational trauma. So really be easy with yourself. Trust in your spirit guides and the universe that you're on the right path. Really trust that you're doing this hard work of soul growth and healing. Yeah, just trust your journey and keep a light heart and nurture your heart space right now. I think that card about nurturing came out to really remind you to just nurture your inner child and nurture your heart during this journey. Yeah, that's really what I'm seeing for you guys, group 3. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you did like this reading, please like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And yeah, leave me a comment below letting me know if this resonated with you. I always truly love to read the comments. It's just so encouraging and I love to hear when they resonate. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me today, and I really hope to see you in one of my next readings.